You won't believe this guy's bad luck. His tow line broke and he fell into the ocean. It's hilarious. He had no time to escape while saving colleagues. The rope under extreme tension turned his leg into confetti, and when Carl woke up, he was awarded a national honor. The country urged Carl to retire, but he aimed for Chief Petty Officer. He chose amputation, got a new leg like upgrading a machine. But his superior just chuckled, thinking that missing a leg would surely prevent him from being a diver. What a knee slapper. Carl promised his superior 3 months to prove that he could hustle back to work during the medical evaluation. So he began rehab training, tossing in pain every night, like mastering a new skill. Progress was slow, and just when Carl felt down in the dumps, the old chief showed up to give him a pep talk. He dove back into familiar training, day in and day out, and eventually, Carl became a whiz at using his new leg. During the next running test, he attracted everyone with a performance better than average, so his superior had to agree with the court's ruling. On the court day, the opponent came out swinging, mocking Carl for being almost 40 and disabled, not exactly on par with fresh young divers. To make things more interesting for Carl, his boss pulled out this cutting-edge wetsuit weighing a whopping 290 pounds. Talk about donning a suit of armor. His superior declared that if Carl could walk 12 steps in the suit, they'd accept him back easy peasy, right? Without skipping a beat, Carl replied, "I'm game for the courtroom showdown," his dignity clearly on the line, sir. When Carl finally got into the wetsuit, the instructor noticed a critical flaw: the support was practically worthless for walking. Talk about a potential wardrobe malfunction. Carl worried about shifting all the weight to his other leg, making the instructor sweat. One leg weighed 130 kg, and Carl met fate after just a few steps. With no turning back, just as someone went to help Carl, the guards were sternly stopped by higher-ups who insisted that new rules demanded divers to stand on their own. Classic bureaucracy. If I may ask, Captain, how did you know? With that, Carl, under the instructor's watchful eye, began the Herculean task of rising. Just rising was like climbing Everest for him, considering an average person would struggle under 130 kg, especially for Carl relying on one leg. He started moving forward slowly, coached by the instructor. 1, 2, 3. At last, he reached step 6, gasping for air, and everyone else seemed to hear the ominous cracking noises from his brace. The divers chimed in. Diver, he'll earn our respect. That's a headline in the making. What a little genius. Move that, but I want my 12 steps. Thanks to the chief's guidance, Carl hit his stride and worked like there's no tomorrow. Divers aren't just fighters, they're guardians. If a dive flops, they've got the knack for pinpointing the problem. When diving goes wrong, they'll bone up on their water removal skills. Truly the wise mariners, definitely not child's play. If luck's on his side, that cool-headedness might just keep him alive 200 meters down. Talk about a heartfelt hero. Goodness, why everyone wants to be a Navy diver. This lie report is absurd. Let's go, buddy. Carl achieved what many thought impossible, leaving the chief nearly misty-eyed as he removed his helmet, and Carl was dripping wet. The superiors had to stand and solemnly swear to reinstate Carl's rank. What a comeback for the U.S. Navy. The old chief saluted this admirable young man, to which Carl returned the gesture with heartfelt respect. Previous tensions faded, leaving only mutual admiration. This tale is based on true events. In 1968, Carl returned to active duty after being disabled and later became the first black chief petty officer. After serving honorably in the Navy for another 9 years, he retired in glory. This story began with a boy's dream. Don't forget to like and subscribe.